This is Business Plan of Action, your one-stop resource to help you build systems and workflows into your business to become a productivity ninja. Today's episode is brought to you by Trello, my favorite productivity tool and game changer in my business. See why one of my clients had to say, "You've given me back at least 5 hours a week. Immense thanks." Let's get into today's episode. So why is your to-do list not working for you in your business? Do you have an idea? I mean, you're trying to be organized. You put it on a to-do list. So why is it stressing you out? The reason is that the things that you're putting on your to-do list are not one and done. They are actually systems that you're using in your business, but you're reinventing the wheel each and every time you do them. Let's give an example. So let's say, for example, you have a blog and you know you need to produce content. We need to write a blog post. So on my to-do list, I'm going to say write blog post. Nothing else is on there except write a blog post. Let's go through a week and see what happens with your to-do list. Monday, you start out with a fresh, clean slate. You know that you need to produce content. On the to-do list is write a blog post. Well, we all know what Mondays are like. For whatever reason, that beautiful business that you shut down on Friday is a hot mess, overwhelm on Monday. So now we push it to Tuesday. Not a problem. Oh my goodness, child gets sick. So now that is pushed, that blog post is pushed to Wednesday. Child's feeling better. You've got some extra time. Now you can sit down and write your blog post. What are you going to write about? I don't know, but I know that I need to write about something because I know I need to be producing content each and every day. And you write a blog post. You're getting ready to push publish. What else do you need to do? Let's think about all of the things that are come into play when you actually push publish for a blog post. What about scheduling social media? What about scheduling a pin? Have you done all the graphics? What are your keywords? Have you looked at it for readability? What are your links? Do you even have any links? I mean, all of these things come into play, and you do this each and every week. So now we're in Thursday. We're kind of pushing Friday, and you think, oh, I'll do it this weekend because I'm going to have a lot of time this weekend. I used to play that trick on myself all the time. But guess what? The weekend comes, and because you're a busy mom, because you've been multitasking and doing all of these things all week long, things are piling up on your to-do list. You're tired. And all you want is to have a take a moment time where you can sit back and take a moment and breathe and rest and maybe get a nap. But that's probably unrealistic if you're like me and you're running just as fast on the weekends as I do during the week. So now that you have identified, Rhonda, exactly what happens during the week, what is the solution? The solution is identifying, number one, what the ultimate goal is, and that is to write a blog post. Now what we want to do is to work backwards. And as we work backwards, we are creating workflows. There is a workflow that needs to be in place just for content. There is a workflow that needs to be in place for social media posting, for graphics, and whatever else that you want to include in your blog post. But I have included right there just 4 workflows. And you're like, okay, so I need a system. A system really is just a workflow that is implemented time in, time out, time in, time out, right? By putting all of this information down, you refer to it and you almost take that stress, everything that mental that you carry around. I like to say it's like the spiders in my head. You take it off of your plate and you look at your list. You look at what you need to do that day. And what I need to do that day just has to do with content. What I need to do this day has to do with social media. And you can even break social media down. Facebook, it's its own bird. Pinterest is its own bird. These can be different workflows that you put into place. The email that you need to create, all of these things can be whittled down into workflows that support the big system of writing a blog post. All right? By focusing just really on one day at a time and really referring back to these workflows, what it's going to do is you're going to feel so beautiful every single time you check something off. You do. I don't know what it is. It's that little thing that just snaps in your brain that when you check something off of your to-do list, you feel like you have accomplished something. I know that when I look and the laundry has been done and been put away by the kids, I'm like, oh yeah, something has happened today. And the same thing happens in your business when you're able to check things off. When you spread things out, when you take a really large task and you whittle it down to multiple workflows, which is really what a blog post is. There is so much that goes into writing a blog post that they need their own list. And let me tell you, you're going to become very, very efficient. So what would take maybe 2 hours, you only have one little piece, one little part that you need to be focused on today. Get it done, check it off, move on to the next day. You're not reinventing the wheel. You don't have just that big topic of writing a blog post, and then in your brain, you are holding all of that other stuff that's just taking up space. Folks, that is stress walking around. That is overwhelm walking around, and that will burn you out in your business. Now, what I have for you today is I have got 2 workflows. So whether you're a blogger or whether you are a service provider, I have a blog post workflow. You've got to take a look at it. All you got to do is click the link below. If you are a service provider, I have included not just a client onboarding, but also what to do when you get a client. I have those workflows in place for you as well. Again, all you got to do is click below. Take one, take both. They are free for you. And here's the thing that really distinguishes these kind of goodies from others that you get. The work has already been done for you. And the thing that I love about workflows is that you start out with one idea. And as you continue to get more efficient and you work through it, you're going to get faster, you're going to add things, you're going to take away things, but you always want to refer to the list. Friends, it will take so much stress off of your plate, which I'm all here for. I'm ready to take that baggage off that you carry around with you. And it is going to help your productivity soar, which ultimately is going to mean, more emails, more opportunities, potentially more money, digital products, all of those things. The reason why that you started and launched your business to begin with, because you had a passion and you had a love for what you were doing and you wanted to share with your community. All right. So until next week. This has been the Business Plan of Action. For today's show notes, go to businessplan-of-action.com. Until next week, what action are you taking in your business?